Welcome to another episode of McBath by Chuck and Hey. Thank you. This episode we'll be discussing free will versus fate and the effect of guilt on the mind. So we're just going to allude ourselves into the fact that fate and free will expose itself a lot in McBath. Opinions?
Well, you could say that fate had something to do with it, but for the most part, I believe it was free will.
Free will? What?
It's a hard thing to believe, but if you think about it, the witches made the prophecies.
Right.
And they said, you're gonna murder people, basically.
I'm pretty sure that's not what they said.
They said that you're gonna be the king.
Yes.
Implying that you're probably gonna murder people. It turned out he wanted to be the king after his wife seduced him.
Right.
So, and then he murdered people. So by that logic, he was, like, the witches were right, but through his own means of doing so, were they right?
Okay, I see where you're coming from, but with that, because you remember after King Duncan was murdered by McBath, he felt the guilt of killing him so bad that he, like, went freaking crazy.
That was an awful lot of guilt on the mind.
That was an awful lot of guilt on the mind. And with that, he was like, oh my god, I murdered Sleep, right?
Yes.
And then he was like, Banquo decided to meddle in my business. And so he hired murderers to kill Banquo.
Now, was it fate or his own decisions to murder Banquo?
It was his own decision to murder Banquo because his wife had seduced him into killing Duncan to secure his seat on the throne.
And he wanted to protect his throne.
Right, he wanted to protect his throne.
Because the witches said that he was going to have sons that were going to have the throne.
You're right, Banquo was going to be the the father of kings.
Yes. So, meaning that after Banquo was dead, his sons would take the throne.
But not once in Macbeth did they ever take the throne. Because Fleance, like a little prune that he was, up and left and never returned.
That is true.
And then Macbeth was like, rock on, doodly-doo. But then the effect of guilt was so heavy that after he threw another party at his house, he started seeing ghosts, right? So he had like schizophrenic hallucinations, and he was like going crazy. And it was like, and his wife was like, no, don't mind him. He didn't do nothing wrong. And then everybody was like, this guy is weird. Let's bounce. And that's about it.
I mean, I would classify that as guilt. Guilt affecting the mind.
Absolutely. So we can only establish that there's a huge correlation between the fate and the free will of guilt, right?
The own decisions.
Free will.
Yes.
Yeah, I said that.
The free will of decisions.
The free will to make decisions that
leading
also
into the guilt, which ended up killing a lot of people.
And Romeo then killed himself, right? And then
killed themselves, like both Romeos.
Yeah, both Romeos killed themselves. And then Juliet was like, and then decided to be like, I can't do this, and then like stabbed herself in the brain.
Chuck, this is Macbeth with Chuck and Hey. This isn't Romeo.
I'm sorry. I didn't. All right, I thought this was Romeo and Juliet. All right. Anyways, back to Macbeth.
I think we're done.
But I mean, the effect of guilt on the mind. And the feat of decisions.
He saw ghosts. That was a lot of guilt.
And then a lot of guilt, which then led him to like defend his castle
with his own decisions.
With his own decisions against an army of trees,
which the witches prophesied, saying that he will get hurt from a person that was not born of like a woman,
right?
Which, I mean,
Macduff was born of a woman. Just not
traditionally.
Not traditionally. But he was still born from a woman.
It's like, was it fate that he was not born from a woman, or was it free will that he was not born from a woman? Probably fate in that case.
I'm pretty sure that doesn't,
because he was being born. He can't decide.
Yeah, you're right. It's not his decision. It's my decision whether or not he was not born, because I have a say in McDuff's birth.
Yes.
Anyways, so thank you for watching this episode of McBath. If you liked it, please like and comment and subscribe to our channel, McBathsters by Chuck and Hey Hey.
And follow me on Twitter at HatedHash for more tweets like this, which I've only tweeted like 4 times, honestly.
You can follow me on Instagram at ChubbsMcKenzie122. Thank you for watching, and have a great day.
And shout out to Coppercoin.
Copper coin.
It's actually impossible to see, but yeah.
Anyways, that's all we got for today. Thank you so much.
See you next week.
See you. Bye.